Hey guys, and welcome to Car Guy 1999 Reviews. Today, thanks to Infinity of Nashville, we have our 2025 Lexus LX 700H. This one is the F Sport trim, and to be honest, I've driven it about a mile before filming this video, so this is going to kind of be my first impressions of the vehicle, and so far, so good. I mean, I'm not going to skip over the elephant in the room. This is a lot of money, so my real question is going to be, how much do I get for that money? That's how you set that. Cool. Nice little bench here. Let's see if we have the original sticker in here. We do not. How does this operate? Oh, you have to move these legs. Okay, all right. I'm not going to mess around with that too much. I'll throw this right here. You can raise and lower the third row. Honestly, I thought there was going to be a lot more cargo room, but this segment, that's really not the case until you start getting into the Suburbans and such. The fuel door is absolutely massive. Mark Levinson reference sound system. Heated, cooled seats in the back here. Small sunroof, no pano. Seats are very comfortable. F Sport embroidered up here. You have your driver's eye watch kind of thing. That is how it tells if you're looking at the road or not. Do have the infamous Lexus suede headliner. I'm going to take these to give to the customer. We just got this traded in last night, so obviously detail hasn't gone through it, so if I find something, I'm gonna cool box. All right, so this is your auto parking, your crawl control. This is kind of I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, do not get me wrong, it's gonna, this is all your different ambient light stuff, I think, maybe. I don't. It's pretty cool though. Let me see if, try this now. Oh, that's to, I'm an idiot. This is how you adjust the contrast and everything. So that is kind of your test to see everything and see what colors work and which ones don't. Who's texting me? Pretty darn cool. Oh, this is how you can raise and lower the suspension. Oh, all right here. Cool. All right. We are in Sport Sharp mode. Sport S, normal, comfort, eco. Do have custom. We'll go Sport S. 3.4 liter. Twin turbo V6, made it to a hybrid powertrain with, I believe it's about 459 horse, like 570 pound-feet of torque. Don't exactly quote me on that, but I know it's around there. So it should move pretty quick. Whoa, okay, it does move quick. Great amount of torque from this powertrain. The infamous Toyota Lexus cross traffic alert. It's a big heavy SUV, but it gets out of its way pretty well. Okay, there it is. Now keep in mind, yesterday I was in a Plaid, so it's gonna take me a lot to kind of recalibrate what a quick vehicle feels like. Go into manual mode, work these paddles that are metal. And they actually go the entire length behind the steering wheel, which is awesome. That's a dig at you, Dodge. My Hellcat paddles were these stupid little things. Oh, it drove me insane. So I will say, driving it, first impressions, it's a big car. I was in a Prius last night, so I obviously have a little bit of that to get used to, but it drives big. It is a big body-on-frame SUV, and it drives like that. But I think the buyers of the LX want that. Take it out of manual. Ride comfort is really, really comfortable. Very, very good. Visibility is actually really great. When I saw pictures of this screen being set up like this, I was like, eh. I do think the start button being here is really, really weird. And I guarantee you, somebody somewhere has pushed this to shut off the radio. I think having these two that close together and having the power button, it doesn't even say engine starts up, it says power, because every hybrid just says power. That I don't think is the greatest idea. I mean, it won't let you kill the engine while you're actually rolling, but I guarantee you some people have gotten confused. Again, that's something you get used to. I've been in this car for maybe 10 minutes. I just don't think that was the best idea in the world. It's almost like Ram's turn dial shifter. That was, we've done better than that. I do think the price point, it's a lot of money. $120,000 about, give or take. It's a lot of money. I mean, I've thoroughly said Toyota and therefore Lexus hybrids are the most reliable, and if I were to buy a hybrid, it would be a Toyota or Lexus product because they've been doing it the longest and they have the best reliability for it. But 120 grand is a ton. And yes, in the segment, the our QX80 Autograph is 115,000. The Escalade is 150 for some of these things. They're a lot of money. I do wish I got to try an Overtrail. I'll find a Lexus store to film one at eventually, just to kind of see what that's like, because I think that would be worth the money. I will say, in terms of off-roadness, obviously this is the F4 trim, so this is kind of a similar situation to the Nismo Armada, where it's supposed to be the performance looking one. I don't know, the Escalade doesn't have crawl control. The QX80 doesn't have four-wheel drive low. This, I think, is where that shines in the market, is off-road segment, and that's where this shows its kind of Land Cruiser backgrounds. And I think that's why Doug DeMuro is wanting an Overtrail, because in terms of big luxury SUVs, this is the only one that does stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you have the Hummer SUV, but let's be honest, that's about as luxury as a cheese pizza. It's more gimmicky than anything. But that's why I love it, and the people buying it want that. The people buying this want sophistication, capability, and I can see these being like a Colorado. If you have money and you're in Colorado and you like to go skiing on the weekends, or maybe take a beaten path or two, yeah, this is perfect for you. But get an Overtrail for that. Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of mass here. That brake pad, those, you really have to get those brakes going. I want to say this is the same basic powertrain that's in your Tundra Capstone, and I've driven that and I love it. I absolutely love that truck. I mean, yes, they had the initial issues, but Toyota and Lexus have been great about it, from what I've heard. You have plenty of passing power, plenty of torque. All the driver safety features you would ever want. What is with this traffic, man? What on earth? Oh, it's from the Amazon truck doing -20. I will say, in terms of driving it in a sporty manner, it actually behaves really well. I mean, this is a tall vehicle, and what it does in corners and everything, yeah, no, I'm not pushing it, guys. I'm on public roads. I'm not, there's some YouTubers out there that will do absolutely insane things on public roads. I'm not one of them. But most drivers and performance drivers, people that have been on track, can tell you, you can start to feel a car's characteristics even at 4/10. I can tell this one's pretty good, the way it delivers power. Everything is just really, really well done. And in terms of driving, it's comfortable. These seats are fantastic. Oh, these are, I could sit in this for hours. And I think in terms of a luxury grand tour, let's take a road trip, this is perfect for that. And it's a hybrid, so yeah, I mean, it has a lot of power, it's a lot of weight, it's not gonna be a fuel sipper, but it's gonna be a lot better than a lot of the vehicles on the market. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.